My name is Uchenna. I am a simple man, not too rich, not too poor. I work as a technician in Port Harcourt, fixing broken generators and fans. Life wasn't perfect, but I was managing until I met her. Her name was Linda. She was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. Light-skinned, tall, soft voice, always smelling like fresh flowers. I met her one rainy evening at a roadside food joint. She was eating alone, looking sad. I don't know what came over me that day, but I walked up to her and said, "Excuse me, can I sit here?" She looked at me, smiled slowly, and said, "It's your country, sit anywhere." That's how it started. The fast love. Within a few weeks, we became close. She laughed at my dry jokes, cooked for me sometimes, and even cleaned my small apartment without me asking. "Where do you work?" I asked one day. She smiled and said, "I hustle. Just small jobs here and there." I didn't ask too much. I was in love. I introduced her to my mother. Mama looked at her with suspicion and pulled me aside after lunch. "This one, her eyes are deep. Be careful," Mama warned. But I was blinded by love. 2 months later, I married Linda. The changes after marriage. At first, everything was fine. She cooked, she cleaned, she acted like a perfect wife. But then, I started noticing things. She always left the house at night and returned before dawn. She would lie and say, "I'm visiting my cousin," or "My friend needed help." But how many cousins cry over the phone at 2 a.m.? How many friends borrow your wife for nights? I became suspicious. One night, I followed her. I didn't make a sound. I just waited in the shadows, watched her enter a hotel on Garrison Street, and I stayed outside, heart beating like a drum. The truth I didn't want. After 2 hours, I saw her coming out of the hotel. But she was not alone. A man in a flashy car kissed her cheek and gave her money. She smiled. Then she entered a keke and zoomed off. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I just walked back home and sat on the floor like a lost child. I married a prostitute. The secret life. The next day, I searched her things. In her second handbag, I found condoms, different hotel cards, and even some foreign currencies. In her hidden purse, I found a small notebook with names of men, phone numbers, and amounts paid. My hands shook as I flipped the pages. Men from Lagos, men from Ghana, even 2 politicians from Abuja. Linda was not just a prostitute. She was deep in it. The confrontation. That night I waited for her. She came in smiling, holding a nylon bag of food. "Baby, I brought suya," she said. I looked into her eyes. "Who is Chief Wale?" I asked. Her smile froze. "What?" I raised the notebook. "You sell your body, Linda, and you've been doing it under my roof." She dropped the suya. Her face changed. "So what?" she said, voice cold. "You think I married you for love? You think this life is a movie?" I couldn't breathe. She pointed at me and said, "You're broke. You live in a 1-room apartment. I pay half the rent. I feed you sometimes." I did what I had to do. I walked away. That night, I left my own house. I didn't know where I was going. I just walked. I sat on a bench till morning. My heart was broken. But one thing was clear. Linda was no wife. She was fire in human skin, and she had burned everything I believed in.